This short video from Moreton Bay Technology demonstrates users how to create a new purchase request from the Procurement module of Check SCM. This video covers the new purchase request feature used to manually select items to purchase. Points to note: it is assumed that the user has access to Check SCM and that their profile permits them to raise a purchase request. From the Procurement module, select Purchase Request. Then select New Purchase Request. The Purchase Request header screen will appear. The fields in the Purchase Request header are Request Number. Note that this field will only be system generated once you have saved the request. Site field. The site field will be predefined by your system configuration and/or your user profile. For most users this will be static. However, in the chain or multi-site environment you may be able to select this field from the drop-down box. Cost Center field. The cost center field may be predefined by your user profile. If not, click on the field and select the cost center you require. Request date. The request date field will default to today's date. Generally this date is not changed, however sometimes this is used to enter requests for tomorrow's date. If you wish to change this, click on the field and select the appropriate date. Note that you cannot select a date earlier than today's date. Delivery date. The delivery date refers to the date the item is expected to be delivered. It will default to tomorrow's date. If you wish to change this, click on the field and select the appropriate date. Department field. The department field may be predefined by your user profile and therefore cannot be changed. But if not, click on the field and select the department you require. Preferred supplier. The preferred supplier field allows the user to select who they prefer to purchase from. If you wish to nominate a preferred supplier, click on the search icon and select the supplier. Only quotations from that supplier will be considered when purchasing the goods. If blank, then all supplier quotations will be considered. Note that your user profile may determine if this field is available. Summary field. The summary field is a mandatory field and must be completed with a short description of the contents of the requisition. It is used when approving requisitions so that the approver has some information on what the request is for. It also shows in a number of view screens so assists in identifying the request. Note to POC. The Note to POC field is used to detail specific messages to the purchasing team. It is an optional field. Purchase justification. The purchase justification field is a mandatory field and used to justify why the goods need to be purchased. It may also be used to note the urgency of the order to the approver. Order note field. The order note field is a set of predefined notes that may be selected. It will default to blank but may be changed if required by clicking on the field and selecting the order note required. Generated head office. The generated head office field is only available if the system configuration of your site allows for head office purchasing, otherwise it is grayed out. If it is available, it allows a user to determine if the request is to be purchased locally by the site or by the head office. Product description. The product description display field allows the user to determine if the order should display your internal product description or the supplier's product description or both. Click on the field to change it if required. The purchase request header is now complete and you can proceed to add items. In the event that you wish to cancel the new purchase request at this time, click on the cancel icon. No request number will have been generated. To continue with the purchase request, click on the detail icon. Products in the detail screen can be filtered by department, group or type. You may also search for specific products by entering either product number or description. In addition, you may navigate the pages by clicking the navigation bar below. Using the search filters or simply navigating through the pages, identify the product you wish to order. Select the size, if appropriate. Enter the quantity required. Note that entering a 0 in the quantity column will delete the item from the request. Ensure you match your quantity with the corresponding size. Continue the previous steps to add the items you require. At any time you may click the View Cart icon, and you will see the items you have selected. Click Add More to return to the product list to continue ordering. Once all items have been added, click on the Save icon. A list showing the products and their details will appear. You may review your order here and make any changes necessary. Note the additional functionality on this screen. Exit will return you to the View Purchase Request screen and the request will not have been saved. Header returns you to the header screen. Save saves the purchase request and prompts you to submit if required. Cancel cancels the request completely. Add allows the user to add more products in the request. Recalculate triggers a manual calculation of cost. Allocate will reallocate the supplier and price based on the new size and quantity. The right side of the screen shows the details of the item being purchased. Product info contains product and last purchase information. Allocate displays the available quotations for the chosen product. Override quote the user can override the quote selected by SCM. Product details specification displays additional information, images and attachments. Purchase per supplier a graphical representation of suppliers' purchases on a per product level. When you have completed adding all of the items you require, click the Save button. A pop-up window will be displayed asking the user to either submit or save the requisition. By clicking Yes, the purchase request will have a submitted status and is subject to the approval process. A submitted request can no longer be changed by the user who created the request. By clicking No, the purchase request status will be set to unprocessed. Contents of unprocessed request can be changed anytime by the person who created the request. However, the same request will not undergo approval process until it is submitted. Once again, you have the option to exit at this point if you wish to go back and do further work on the request at a later time. If you are ready to submit the request for approval, check the selected box next to the request number and then click Submit. The purchase request will now go through the approval process. Upon submission, you will be redirected to the View Purchase Request screen where you can monitor the status of the request.